What do you think is holding us back at the moment? Is that the complete solution?
So it's a really good question. I mean, there's many barriers that we still need to address. And actually, the GovTech review that Sanjeem has been leading has started to sort of surface some of those barriers. And now these are barriers for all GovTech companies, but they apply to AI in particular. So firms in the sector say they often find access to finance more difficult than comparable firms because investors don't necessarily understand the use cases of AI in government or don't have confidence in the greater potential of a sort of government-focused business model. Firms say they find difficulty accessing government data because, well, we know that about 80% of data in the world is not easily amenable to AI analysis, and that goes just as well for government data. You know, even data sets like the NHS, which are crown jewels, as we found through, you know, the Moorfields pilots, etc. And then in the data sets, of course, the issues of diversity and bias become to the fore. And then there's a bunch of sort of demand-side issues as well. So there's uncertainty about the regulatory environment. There's uncertainty about sort of public trust. Will public, at the end of the day, come to know and trust government by AI is a really important question. There's doubts about sort of government's ability to deliver the technical capacity and infrastructure. And there are some reasons for those doubts, but we hope things are moving in a positive direction. And there's, of course, just the mechanics of how public procurement works, and in particular how it works for small companies, and we know that's a challenge. So there are sort of starts at solutions to a lot of those issues. For instance, the Small Business Research Initiative has been focused on trying to get more innovative small businesses addressing government problems and trying to ensure that government problems are more easily accessible to businesses so they can start to try to address them. But I think overall, sort of one of the amazing things about AI is that it can deliver transformational change, not just incremental change. And that's also, it's a bit of a double-edged sword because that can make people nervous. It might be difficult to go back if things don't work. So it's really important that we as the UK in particular sort of move forwards with ethics and with safe and secure implementation at the heart of what we do. And I think we've made a start on that in terms of the way in which we've progressed some of the AI pilots, and we've sort of concretized that through the establishment of the Centre for Data Ethics and Innovation as part of the AI sector deal. So this is an advisory body to government that will deal with some of the big, tricky challenges around artificial intelligence and data implementation, and they will sort of, make some recommendations to government on how we could move forwards in the implementation of AI, which we all know is really important, but do so in an ethical, safe, and secure way.